Hello guys, just wanted to do a quick trade recap on a pound Aussie trade that I entered last Thursday and just hit take profits just a few minutes ago. So I just thought I'd walk you guys through that breakdown and analysis real quick. So just zooming out, on the 4-hour chart, we can even bump it out to the daily chart. Huge push up, just couple thousand pips, and we kind of teetered out up here around $2.16 before we had a pretty aggressive reversal, and then we went into a bit of a consolidation phase here. And as we zoom down in on the lower time frames, the 4-hour chart, we kind of tighten up this little zone here where we can extend that out into time, get a little bit more precise price levels here at just about $2.09, a little bit above that. Well, if we kind of look at what happened, we see that we had kind of started putting in this bit of expanding consolidation phase before we broke down kind of impulsively. So I've been trading this for the past week or two, a couple weeks actually, anticipating a bit of a move down. But structurally, we're still bullish on that lower time frame, that 4-hour chart. We see we had that impulsive move down. We kind of double bottom down here around this last area where price really surged up, double bottomed, kind of started breaking some structure to the upside, had a bit of a corrective structure back down, like so, and then another impulsive move up, another kind of bit of a corrective structure before we put another corrective structure in, and then had another impulsive move up into my entry levels on last Thursday. If we just fib this impulsive move down, we have that 786 level lining up right around that structure level that we had kind of anticipated. It's really more of a zone. I typically, am kind of more, I lean more towards using zones rather than just specific price targets or price levels in the charts. So it's more of a zone there. Trend line wise, as we were coming up in there, we were kind of testing. We had, a bit of a trend line. We established it here, kind of, validated it here. So we were looking at how that was going to respond, being tested that third time. And on the other side of it, we kind of had a bit of a channel squeeze, kind of pushing up into those levels there. I don't use momentum indicators much, but on the RSI, which is a relative strength index, you can see as price was pushing up, making higher highs on this 4-hour chart, we kind of went overbought, and then we're putting in some divergence here. So that's a good indicator that as price is making higher highs, price is making lower highs on the momentum indicator. And you can really use anything. I've used stochastics in the past. I've used MACDs. I like RSI just because it's kind of one line that you pay attention to, and again, it all kind of reveals the same. It's a lagging indicator, but it does give you a little bit of indication of what momentum is doing. So that's what I used just for added confluence. And so yeah, we executed this, posted this setup Thursday night in the group. Obviously that invalidation level would be up at where I initiated that fib, And then, you know, because structurally we are still bullish, I just wanted to, you know, get in, get out, get on that quick retracement. Now, if we do start breaking this structure to the downside, you know, this is our first, you know, major level that really needs to get violated. And then if we start putting in some more corrective structures, I do have lower targets I am anticipating, just with, you know, this pretty drastic move up and then move down. That's kind of like that typical exhaustion push, last push up for the bulls. I would anticipate these lows to get ran out. They're pretty relatively equal. So a lot of times when you see those relative equal highs, those are good targets for price manipulation and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, a good 1.13 added to the account, 1.13% on an already fantastic month. Like I posted before, this is one of my better months in trading overall. So I'm really just kind of buckling down the rest of the month and just gonna be super picky, super low risk when it comes to if I do take any more trades this month, and just use this time to just sit in it and just journal and reflect and review and spend some time getting the Discord figured out. I'm having a heck of a time figuring that out, but yeah, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick while it was quiet in the house and do a little trade recap. So it was a nice 100 and close to 130 pips. In fact, my entry I think was up about 21, so a couple pips higher than that. So, you know, close to 130 pips actually. And I think my exit was more closer to, not that, I was probably around there. So 120 pips. Yeah, that's more 1.13%, I think is what it ended up being. So can't complain about that. So we'll just monitor this pair going into the rest of the week. Would be nice to see these lows taken out and then maybe a slow corrective structure put in, but for some continued movement to the downside. But hope this helps. Take care.